Hello and welcome to this setup tutorial for the expansion Viticulture World. If you'd also like to know how to play it, then I have a separate video for that. Keep in mind that this is an expansion, so you will need the regular Viticulture base game to play it. I'll be setting it up for 3 players. Before we begin, the expansion has a few cards in it with instructions to replace cards from this expansion and the base game with new cards. Just do that first. You can throw the old cards away. You won't ever need them again. Start by placing the new game board that is included in the box. If you happen to also have the Tuscany expansion, then you use this side of the board that has room for orange cards. I don't, so I use the other side of the board. Let's place some things on the board. Take all the cards from the base game, the green deck, the yellow, the purple, and the blue. Shuffle each deck. Make sure they already contain the new replacement cards. When you're ready, place each deck face down on the spot of the same color and icon. Each deck has its own icon at the bottom in case you have trouble seeing colors. You have the grape token from the base game that can go here on the top spot of the round track, here on the right side. You have the gray worker from the base game. He has his own spot down here on the left. There's this new token from the expansion, a red bell, that goes up here. And there's this new token. Since I'm playing with 3 people, the token starts on this spot. Next, choose which continent you would like to use. For your very first game, it's best to go for Green Gully. You'll find those cards in this pack. Each card will have a little number on it. Every time you play a continent for the first time, it's best to make a deck that starts with 1 and goes up, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. And then place this deck face down here. If you've played a continent before, then if you want, you can shuffle the deck. These other cards with no number will give you information and also some setup instructions. Read all of this out loud. This one says I need to keep tile P separately. Let's do that. You won't need these cards anymore. And let's take out all the rectangular tiles out, these ones. Make sure to remove the ones that are only for a solo game. I take out tile P and put that aside and shuffle the other ones. When you're ready, place the stack face down next to the board. Do the same for these oval-shaped tiles. Shuffle. And then place them as a face-down stack next to the other ones. There's more to place next to the board. You have the money from the base game and the grape tokens from the base game. All right, time for everything for the players. Everyone gets a player board, the one from the base game. Place that in front of you. Just like the regular game, place the 3 vineyard cards on it like this. Then pick a color and take out everything of that. I'll go for purple, so I get all the purple bits out. Everyone's rooster goes near this spot on the board. Everyone's bottle goes in the middle of this spot, just like the base game. And also, just as always, everyone's point marker goes on the starting space here. Keep all your buildings close to you. But then things are a little different than usual. One of your workers has to go back in the box. And for the rest, you get all of your workers. The big one and the remaining 4 smaller ones. But those smaller ones are going to need some hats. The expansion comes with blue hats and yellow hats. Take 2 of each and put them on the heads of the smaller workers, like this. When you're done, there's only one thing left to do before you're done. Take the red and blue cards from the base game. You can add new cards that come with the expansion to the decks. They can stay in there because you can also use them for the regular game. Only for this Green Gully continent, it's best to remove Gary and Raphael. They can go back in the box. Then shuffle these decks and deal 1 to each player. After that, you can also return these to the box. Look at the 2 cards you have. You can ignore everything that it says about the workers because you already have a full set to your disposal, and just take everything else that you can see on the red and blue cards as your starting resources. Done! This is how you set up Viticulture World. No need to pick a first player, just start the first round by following these steps on the board. To learn what happens then, follow me to the tutorial. Thank you for watching, feel free to leave a comment, and see you for the next one.